I'm told our man, Toyin Ibitoye, is on to us via Skype from Brazil, Sao Paulo to be precise. Hello, Toyin.
Well, Yemi, it's a pleasure to be with you on Sports Tonight this beautiful Thursday. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing fine. But can you fill us in? Any updates from the camp of the Super Eagles?
Well, Yemi, yesterday, about this time yesterday, I was at the training camp at the Guarani Stadium Complex in Campinas, where the Eagles trained. Of course, you are only allowed to see the first 15 minutes of that training session, after which it is closed to the media. But today, they have already arrived in Cuiabá. We'll be playing our second game of this World Cup in Cuiabá against Bosnia-Herzegovina on Saturday. The good news is that the team have already touched down, and about this time, they are having a light workout at the stadium where the game will be played on Saturday. So the boys are in high spirits. Let me just tell you a little bit of what I saw yesterday. I saw a team fired up. I saw a team ready to do the country proud. I saw a bunch of boys with hunger on their faces, a bunch of boys that want to remedy the mistakes of the first game against Iran, a team ready to do the nation proud. I spoke with Coach Stephen Keshi, had a chat with Onazi Ogenyi, Joseph Yobo, and a few of the other players, and they're looking good, they're looking ready. Godfrey Babona told me that he's feeling better by the day, but we hope he will be fit on time for that game against Bosnia on Saturday.
All right, Tony, from what you've seen, is there any reason for us to be optimistic? Because I must tell you, fans back home are not really happy with the Super Eagles' performance. But from what you've seen, is there any reason for us to expect that against Bosnia we might win that game?
Yeah, from what I saw of the boys, Yemi, from what I saw of the boys, I saw hunger, I saw desire for success. I saw that extra, the desire to go the extra mile, the commitment needed in the tournament of this. I saw it in the face of the boys yesterday when I was speaking to them. And from the way they spoke, from their body language, you will know that these boys were not happy with the way we played in the first game. They feel the brunt of criticisms from Nigerians on social media everywhere, and they want to prove everybody wrong. And Keshi told me himself that they've looked at what they did wrong, and they will be putting up a better performance. He says, in football, there are no absolute guarantees, but from his own side and his boys, they will give more than 100% to get the result that they need on Saturday.
All right. How are the fans taking the exit of our African brothers, Cameroon? The Ivorians also lost today as well. How does all of that affect what the fans are expecting of Nigeria?
Yes, you know, as Africans, we only have 5 representatives. And the way Cameroon crashed out yesterday, I mean, I overheard you guys talking about it. Alex Song, indiscipline, the FA at war with itself, always in crisis. I think what Cameroon needs right now is a state of emergency for their football. It's a pity that football, the Indomitable Lions that, used to be the talking point for African football with their exploits in the 90s at the World Cup, have become a laughing stock for the whole world. It's a pity, it's a shame. I took up Joseph Yobo on that matter because when I spoke with him, the game against Cameroon had ended the way it ended with the players fighting themselves and the red card. And Joseph Yobo said, look, this team is different from the Cameroonian team. This team is disciplined. This team has a mentality, an attitude. This team has a leader. The coach has been the leader, and the players are ready to fight for themselves. And that they are ready for whatever antics the Bosnians will throw at them to frustrate them, to make them to commit mistakes and commit errors and fouls and red cards. And what we'll be seeing on Saturday will be a very disciplined side that will fight for the honor of the green and the white and will try to do Nigeria proud. And then probably with a victory, qualify for the second round of the 2014 World Cup in Brazil.
All right, thank you very much for your time on the show, Toyi. Thank you for all those updates, and we hope that the Super Eagles would, win against Bosnia, because that's all that really matters. So thank you, Toyi, for that. Well, let's bring you up to speed with what is happening in the game between Uruguay and England. By any chance, just in case you're not watching that game, let's just quickly tell you that the game is 1 goal apiece as we speak. Wayne Rooney has equalized for England. So it's guys, quickly react to that. Tunde couldn't contain his excitement with that result. So quickly react.
Excitement. I'm not particularly excited but it's good for.
But it's interesting.
It's interesting because
just prolong the misery.
Yeah, well, it depends. Whether I don't know why you're harping on the fact that it's misery. What if England go on to win their last game, go on to win their second round game, or quarterfinal, and even overachieve? You know, so there's no prolongation of any misery.
Okay.
There's still plenty to be played for, and it's something I said earlier on about his scripts that can't be that this was it can only be written by the heavens. The most maligned man, the most vilified man, the most abused man in English football now, Wayne Rooney, is the person who gets the equalizer. And I'm sure, you can be sure, the typical, very fickle English press, tomorrow morning, if he goes on to score the equalizer or even this goal enough,
singing his praises,
you see the headlines, Wayne Rooney savior.
All right. Not let me quickly allow you react before I allow you guys go. Of course, it's Thursday night. Yemi Adebayo is waiting in the wings. We'll go courtside later on the show. But let me allow you have your say. 79 minutes of football action. Where's this game? How is this game going to end?
Well, for Uruguay, they need to win the game because their next opponent is Italy.
Okay.
If Italy beats Costa Rica, they want to remain on top. They know this game, winning goal has thrown the group open.
Okay.
It means they have to win. Oh, well, if it happens this way, they have to win because
right.
For Uruguay, it's the most difficult. For England, it becomes a bit easier unless something happens in the game between Costa Rica and Italy.
All right.
Because that itself, we can't determine because going by Costa Rica's performance in the first
Anything
game against Uruguay. So
okay.
Clearly, one team has to win.
All right. Well, earlier today, Joseph Yobo reacted to some of the things that has been in the media about the meeting the team had with the Nigerian Football Federation. Let's allow you to listen to Joseph Yobo, how he explains all that transpired. We'll allow you to see to Joseph Yobo. Then we'll go on a break. When we return, we'll be on courtside.